All right, I will share my screen. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. Give me a second while I get the PowerPoint up and running. Okay, so what I see is different than what you see. I'll just peek at Aaron's screen. Okay, seems to be working. All right, thank you everyone for joining us. We've got a small group today, which is no problem. We've got good information to share, and we're excited to have you with us. Thank you for making time in your day. There are 4 of us joining you today from the State Broadband Office here. We'll do some quick introductions and get moving. We'll do introductions, and then today our agenda includes updates on the challenge process. It is complete. Crystal will be sharing some great information and steps about what's coming up next. You know the team very well, and I'll quickly introduce the 4 of us who are here with you in today's meeting. You can see 3 out of 4 of us. Crystal is here. We've got Crystal Severse, and she's our GIS analyst. We have Jamie Garrett, our Senior Broadband Program Manager, and Aaron Lorandos, our Digital Equity Program Manager. My name is Kelly. I'm Community Engagement. So thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we will go ahead and get started. So right now in the BEAD program, you can see the star where it says where we are now. We are in sub-grantee prep right after closing the challenge process. So we did do the final determination, and now the challenge process is complete. And Crystal's going to be talking in a lot more detail about that. But what we are doing right now is wrapping that up. She'll explain those details, but we're also now starting to get ready for the sub-grantee selection process and the application process. And that's a big process that will be happening as soon as BEAD Volume 2 is approved, which we are still waiting for that approval to go through. We are hoping for that soon, but we don't exactly know when that's going to be. But as soon as that happens, that gets the ball rolling on a number of other things. So that's where we are in the timeline. And then what I'm going to do is turn it over to Crystal, but ask Jamie, Aaron, Crystal, if there's anything I might have missed in that timeline. And I'll take that as a no. Okay, so Crystal, I'll turn it over to you and you can share your screen.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, perfect. Looks like my internet's in and out, so I'll try to get through this so everybody, before it crashes or anything like that. First, I just wanted to show everybody again the ACA's challenge process website. Second.
And I will plug these things in the links so people can follow along, Crystal, as you go.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so if everybody can see my screen, this is the ACA's broadband website. From here, if I navigate to BEAD and the challenge process, I hit the BEAD challenge process homepage. We're hoping to get some updated information on here regarding post-challenge process. But basically, I wanted to show you the broadband navigator. So if you participated in the challenge process, you already know a lot about this navigator. But basically, I just kind of wanted to show everybody that it's still functional. It's going to stay functional through February of 2025. So for an entire year is how much time we have to utilize this map. And so it still shows I wouldn't say results of the challenge process, but basically some challenge process details. So for example, I've got a point pulled up here where a location was challenged. So you'll continue to see this information on the broadband navigator. You'll still see the provider, the challenge type, who the challenger was, and what the status of the rebuttal. What we're not showing right now are the challenge process results. And there's a reason for that. So in our timeline on our website, We have some information about, the different phases of the challenge process. And I'll just kind of summarize that as going on between Q1 and Q2 of this year. Well, post-challenge process, after final determinations were made, we packaged up the data and submitted it to NTIA for their final approval. So once they give us their final approval, that's when we'll be able to share the status of locations and who's BEAD eligible or not. But before we sent our data to NTIA, we did two things. One, we did a post-challenge deduplication process. So we went through, and if there were other federal or state or local funding commitments that no longer made a location BEAD eligible, we removed those. And two, we did a post-challenge true-up process. So if you're not familiar with the true-up process, I have a link to show you. Sorry. Can you see the true-up information?
We see the State Broadband Challenge process and timeline.
One second.
I think that might be it there. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
We see it.
It's very hard to do this on the screen. So this is a one pager from NTIA. It's very helpful. I mean, it's a lot of information, so I'll try to summarize it as best as I can. But basically, NTIA has published this document called Understanding the True-Up Process during the challenge process, or what I like to call post-challenge process, and I think NTIA calls it that as well. So basically, all states had the option to do this true-up process. So basically, the challenge process was ran on version 3 of the Fabric data. So you can think of it as the FCC data dated, I believe it was June of 2023. So that was version 3. And that was the basis for our entire challenge process. But towards the end of the challenge process, we had version 4. Version 4 of the Fabric was released. And so that's data dated as of December 2023. So it's more up to date, new provider information. They're using new Fabric, like BSL information. So all around, it's kind of better data. However, instead of taking that version 4 Fabric in BDC data as it was, what we're doing is part of the true-up process is you still apply your challenge results after this true-up process. So you don't just take the new FCC's data by itself. It's still influenced by the challenge process. So if a location was challenged and this challenge was successful, and the FCC releases whatever they do, we take that challenge information as like the final say. So basically, this just makes sure that we're using the most accurate data and that BEAD funding is going to areas that are truly unserved and underserved. So it's also helpful to know that we hope to do another true-up process before subgrantee selection. So basically, that will be June of 2024 data. And if you are unsure of, all of this data and what it means, there's this other one pager that I find very helpful, but it kind of shows you like the release timeline for these data sets. And it's important because ultimately, we want to make sure that we can stretch this funding as far as we can, and it actually goes to those unserved and underserved locations. So we're hoping that we can do this true-up process again in the future. However, as of now, the data that we submitted to NTIA is the challenge results from version 3 of the fabric, plus deduplicated data as of version 4 and version 4 true up. So that's kind of the status of the challenge process right now. So we made these post-challenge modifications, sent the data to NTIA, and now it will sit with them for approval. The unofficial timeline for that approval we've heard is 30 to 60 days. So if all things, best case scenario, it gets approved and we can start planning our official project areas. But I do want to show some challenge process results with you. So real quick, I'm going to show you version 4 of the fabric data. So what I've done is I've taken the FCC data, and basically we've determined who is unserved or underserved using the newest data set, so version 4. So these results are don't take into account our challenge process. This is just what the FCC is reporting. So you've got the percentage.
We still see a challenge process on the website.
I did it again. Okay.
Thank you. No problem.
Just stop. Start again. Here we go. Okay. Now you can see what I see. So these are Kelly,
yes.
nod if you
All
can
good.
see.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the county. So the location status by county of the fabric version 4 data set. So I went ahead and converted it to percentage because it's much easier to view it this way. But you can see by county, the percentage of locations that are unserved, underserved, or served. I'll give you a second to take that in. And then I'm going to show you the draft. I don't want to say results, but basically the number of challenges that we received and challenge types. So these are the estimated challenges that we've received. This does not take into account CAI challenges because I wasn't able to geolocate those for this analysis, but basically it's just kind of an estimate of how many challenges and what type of challenge were received by our office per county. So if you notice, we've got a lot of service is not available challenges for Pinal County, and then we have planned service challenges definitely in Mojave and Yuma, and quite a large number. But these are I would use this as estimates because I wouldn't feel comfortable saying this is for sure the amount of accepted challenges when they have not been approved by NTIA yet. So lastly, I just wanted to share again our website. On our website, the BEAD challenge process one. Yeah. So we still have all of that useful challenge information posted here. We're hoping once our final list of locations are approved by NTIA, this is where we will publish that final data set. That won't occur maybe until the end of Q3. So, roughly 1 to 2 months if all things go well. But there's also some helpful information here for entities looking to partner with an ISP or potentially apply for BEAD. I would go ahead and start this cost quest license process now. It might be helpful down the road to have those locations available to you and for your GIS team to use. There's some information here on how to request that license. I've heard it's a pretty lengthy process, so it's not a bad idea to start that now.
Crystal, when you say you've heard it's a pretty lengthy process, do you have a ballpark in mind of, or what you've heard of how long that might take?
From some counties, over 3 months.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that had to do with maybe the influx of requests that CostQuest was seeing because of the challenge process. But I think now you don't want to wait too long into the process and not have this data available for analysis on the front end. It's not a bad idea to even use it if you're using it at local government level. You can use it to kind of understand what providers are coming in, or partner with them.
Right. Great. Well,
so I'm going to stop there.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that about getting the license. That's great information. So there haven't been any questions to come in through the chat. You can raise your hand or plug it into the Q&A, whatever works best for you. Crystal showed some great information there on the screen. We are very cautious to say that those numbers are preliminary. They are draft. But are there questions about anything she was able to show as far as the information that came in that we're learning about the counties? Or anything in next steps? Now is your opportunity. You've got the experts available to you real time. Okay, well, we've got a quiet group today, which is no problem. We understand. It's a busy week. Every week is busy. Crystal, Jamie, Aaron, anything you want to share? I'm going to bring up the PowerPoint and put up some of the information about upcoming events. But if there's anything you want to share in the meantime, feel free to unmute. All right. So are you seeing what I see? Yes, peek over there. Okay, so our engagement tour, we are visiting all 22 tribal nations and communities, all 15 counties. We have visited some, but we have a lot to visit next. And I am trying to reach out and make contact and find out when can we come visit in person, and also make sure that people know about these meetings so that conversations are happening and people are aware and in the know and have access to the experts to get the information they need to be fully informed. You can see we've got our virtual webinars on here as well, and you're here today, so thank you for that. I do want to highlight we've got one coming up at the end of the month for ISPs. That does include tribal ISPs as well. And I will send this deck and the links to everything that we are mentioning in a follow-up email after this session. And then also on August 9th, we do have a in-person forum for internet service providers that are providing service in Arizona. This is open to all ISPs. And if you can scan that QR code, and I actually will put that link in here as well for the Eventbrite, where you can go and register to attend that if that's something you are interested in, or please share with the ISPs that you might be working with. That is helpful information for them to know about. We're trying to get everybody together to have some collaborative discussions, talk about potential project areas, all the meat. I can see, I think a question, might have come in and now it's gone. It was already answered. Will the presentation be shared? Yes, it will. Okay, so details on that, I will email that. Questions, you all are already signed up because you're here. This means you are signed up to get our newsletter and updates. Our contact information here, if you need anything, I'll plug in my email as well. You can reach out to me directly so I can get you in contact with the right people to get the answers and information that you need. But if there are no other questions, we can let everybody drop off. much earlier and gain a little bit of time back in your day, but we'll hang out for the next minute or so in case there are any questions before people leave. But again, thank you for being here. One last call for Crystal, Aaron, or Jamie. Oh, I see a hand raised.
Oh, I just wanted to take a moment to say that since you're already sitting in front of your computers, there will be a digital equity conversation starting at the top of the hour as well. So 3 o'clock Arizona time. And if you are not registered for that and would like to attend, we'd be happy to get you the registration link for that as well.
Perfect. Thank you, Aaron. And then I will quickly add a link or two here before everybody goes. Just give me 1 second because I was not prepared. All right, I'm going to throw in the ISP BEAD forum link. And Aaron, do you have a link for your DE available?
I will grab it.
Okay. Thank you. So this is the ISP forum, August 9th. Perfect, that's there. And I will send that follow-up email with the links and that presentation deck as well. And once Aaron plugs that in, you'll have the links you need. We'll send those in an email, but we are done for the day, close to it.
There it is.
All right, there it is. Thank you everyone for joining. We appreciate your time. Please reach out with any questions. We are happy to assist. Thank you.
Thank you.